Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video waiting for PRC to drop an update. However, today we're going to go looking at some different suggestions from the PRC community and just basically trying to search for things that they could be adding in this update that I think is going to be dropping sometime this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, because of all the things they've added so far. Alright, so here we're driving over to the construction site that was just posted, like, on Wednesday. So this was, let's say, 3 days ago. They literally just made this construction site, which is kind of crazy. Because, well, I mean, they did the thing with the gun store, 2 weeks ago, something like that. But anyways, my point is they are actually starting to give teasers in game for new buildings coming and not just like updating them right as the update drops. So they're actually giving us something to like talk about and like, you know, converse. Most likely it's going to be a courthouse because look, parking lot, right? I mean, they have so much room under here to also they have that underneath because, well, yeah, but they have so much room and like availability to like connect this underground parking garage with the bottom of this building. Also, City Park right there. This is like the city land, so it also kind of makes sense that there'd be like courthouse or city hall type of thing. Also could be a city hall. That makes sense as well. Also, there is a news station. In real life, a lot of news stations are quite close to the courthouse to basically film court cam videos and stuff like that. But other than that, it's basically just perfect location. Also, I don't know if this is new, but they have these like radio antennas up here. Or lights. I have no idea. Cool. We might be getting some new fences coming to DOT, because we've never seen this before. We've also never seen these scaffolding, or whatever, scaffolding. They have plain wooden scaffolding at the construction site way over there, but this is like metal. So we might be seeing some new like construction DOT things coming to the game, like fences. Possibly the ability to move construction sites around the map, like, because they have this mobile construction like trailer. I mean, there's nothing in it. I mean, there is an interior, which I'm kind of happy about, but it's just empty. So maybe they could add like a trailer hitch. I mean, they do. Look, there's a trailer hitch at the back. So maybe there's a construction trailer coming. Alright. So, one of the suggestions that we have seen get added, first of all, NPC cars and people. Okay, because I don't know how this will be added. They have Ricky, right, obviously, and they have the Bill guy, the fishing dogs, Bayo Bills, I think, but, I don't think they have proper support for, like, actual NPC cars and people. Maybe it could be like a private service setting. Make a new sheriff station. Obviously, so the sheriff station that we had for, I'm gonna say like upwards of 3 years, has not been updated a single bit, other than like obviously like the new guns, but like that's the only update. Cause the PD, the police station, the fire station 1 are both updated and also have like the working doors physics. Sheriff station and also fire station 2 doesn't have any of that, nor the DOT station. So I'd love to see some maybe updates at least to like the doors, because it just makes sense it doesn't make sense if fire station, police station have opening doors and then you could just walk straight through and glitch through a door at the sheriff station, fire station 2, and the DOT station. Make more buildings with interiors. I don't think personally this is gonna come, because all the buildings that are usable get interiors, and none of the buildings that are like not being used won't get interiors. So unless they make every single building usable, like either an apartment, a hotel, a store, a restaurant, I don't think they're gonna add interiors to them. Alright, so here is a map expansion photo. I honestly think this is pretty cool how they've like kind of added on to this area. I didn't make a video about this earlier, but I definitely had this like idea. Why is this all of this space unused? Right? Like they should definitely add some shops, or like maybe even like another campsite, forest, town, something like that. But they have to add something, otherwise it's just unused. And that's good space that they can add. And it's not even a map expansion like a map, the dirt and like the whole terrain gets expanded. It's just adding on to a place that doesn't have anything in it already. And I also like this idea of like having Spring Creek Road kind of connect with the like Franklin Court and this whole town area. Like a actual working off ramp and on ramp. That would be so cool to just have like a highway on ramp and off ramp like they have here near Springfield. Possibly boats. However, there is a dam there, so they would probably have to remove the dam and just make it like a, I mean, it would be kind of cool to have like a, you know, one of those like foldable bridges that like fold out when there's a tall boat coming in. But anyways, I would say the main thing is this road around here and then all of this. The only thing that's kind of unrealistic is how it kind of links up with the highway, links up with the housing suburbs. That's like the back of the housing suburbs right there. That's, I would say, unrealistic. Game Pass proposal K9 unit right here. This is another one I was thinking about. So a service dog with work modes, patrol, tracking, so like tracking criminal, attack, and contraband detection. Say chase utility, temporarily detains fleeing suspects. Yeah, that looks good. Sounds good as well. Customization, choose dog breed and name. Basic animation, sit, growl, bark. Roleplay interactions. Player issued commands and automatic return to handler. Yes, I don't know how they could add that. I would love to see it, obviously. I love dogs. But I don't know how they could add that in a roleplay game. And even if they did, they would also probably have to add it to civilian and also fire department. Like, think about fire department, how useful dogs could be. Like, if they also added like building collapses, because that's something they need to add. They added new fires, they added new like a new fire station, but they never added building collapses, which I've been telling them to add for so long already. Alright, so this is one of them that I really liked. Add an animation when you're holding a phone in your car, right? Because I don't know if they accidentally added the phone holding in the car, but your head stays at a pretty upright angle looking straight at the road and not at your phone. I would say take your hands off the wheel. That's what this thing says. Head looking down at the phone, hand off the wheel, and then peeking to the front once in a while. Basically just everything you do while looking at your phone while driving, and add consequences for when a cop witnesses it. Yeah, I mean, it is also very difficult to see whether someone's holding their phone out the rear view mirrors or out like at the back of the car. So maybe add like side mirrors, like this thing right here. Give us full control over ELS. They can be more realistic since you added 4 LED visor lights. Specifically, let us customize single LEDs. the side light bulbs are at argent light bar / tail lights and headlights. Everything should be separate. Yeah, this does make a lot of sense, because if, let's say, some departments have their side window lights on passenger windows and driver windows instead of like the backseat windows, let us customize that. I mean, I don't see how you wouldn't be able to add that on Crown Victoria Realistic Revamp. I mean, obviously all the Ford vehicles, since they were taken down because of the copyright issues with Ford, I don't see a realistic revamp coming to the game. However, maybe if they are able to get a partnership with Ford, that'd be nice, but obviously partnerships take a lot of money and effort. For private servers, let us lock the doors at police department and have card scanner to get through those garages, parking lot, dispatch, and working gyms at stations. Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you can't really just walk into a police station when you are... Alright, since we're getting a fire department update, I think this would be a great idea. A ranked brush truck for battalion chief or something. That's what they said, this B laser guy. However, I think in general they should have ranked vehicles for fire department. They also have the Chevy Tahoe, or the Suburban, for fire department. But yeah, I just love to see some new liveries get unlocked instead of just a vehicle. This also applies for a police team. Basically, you can like unlock, you know how in the police customization game pass, you unlock all the things, but maybe for ranking up, you get like, let's say you hit the lieutenant rank, and then you can finally use slick top as a supervisor, right? Then they let you use visor or dash lights, right? That would be something that would be pretty cool if they add, right? Anyways, probably also a tiller truck that they could add. There's so many different things that are possibilities to add to the game. That's kind of hard to go over all of them, but those are just ones that stood out to me. If you ever have any suggestions, you can always leave them down in the comments. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe. Join my Discord server for extra updates, announcements, and also to join my recording team for any recordings that we have. You can check the rest of my channel for the full recordings, shorts as well. Like the video, subscribe, share with all your friends, and goodbye. See you guys.